Hello, Marcus. Could you give an introduction about yourself?
Hey, so I'm 18 years old. Honestly, I just came out of high school last year, and when I was in high school, that's when I first noticed the real world. Or actually, it was Hustlers University at the time. That was when I
Mhm.
first joined. Then I got transitioned to the real world, and been in it. I was roughly in the real world for only about a month before I started to launch when I launched my own business, which is pretty cool. I ventured
Mhm.
into the copywriting campus, the freelancing campus, and hopped into the marketing bootcamp as well. And I've always been involved in sports, always a sporty person as well. Did rugby league my whole life. And yeah, now I'm here pretty much. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Rugby league, is that in what country?
Australia. Yeah, I played rugby league my
Australia.
entire life. So yeah, 13 years. It's pretty cool. I started when I was
They're quite
five.
hardcore with rugby over there, right?
Yeah, rugby is massive over here. It's the national sport pretty much. Oh, not the national sport. Yeah, everyone here plays rugby.
Mhm. Nice. Okay. So you
Yeah,
say you're 18, recently got out of high school, went through
yeah.
freelancing, copywriting, and marketing boot camps or
Hmm.
campuses. So which one of them ended up helping you most with the business you started?
Oh, that is a big one. That is copywriting, without a doubt. Through Andrew. Shout out to Andrew, absolute G. I love the guy. That's what got me the whole scheme. I don't, and I know how I mentioned to you before how I said the first day of launching my business, of when I signed 30 clients in one day, and that was 100% due to that ad I did, but that was all from that copywriting campus. I wasn't really good at
Mhm.
selling myself, wasn't really good at talking to many people online. As soon as I went through that campus, man, I learned so much. And just in general, just he was all into fitness as well. So one of the main reasons I like the real world is because of the fitness people they have, the before and after. So it's a good community. I love it.
Mhm. Okay. And how much can you reveal about what your business does? And
Um,
also, any more about how you use the copywriting, or actually how it began? I'd like to know. Then,
yeah,
what helped you acquire those clients with
yeah, yeah,
copywriting,
yeah,
and how
yeah,
things have gone since. Let me know if that's
yeah.
too many questions in one.
No, you're good. So pretty much how it began. First, I was doing online. I wanted to do so the freelancing course, obviously, and the copywriting. They went hand in hand. So I was trying to do editing or trying to just outsource my work online scheme. And then I realized I'm better physically, or like I can do stuff in the real to provide a service that I can talk to people or be one on one and they can see me. So I saw this TikTok actually, which actually popped up, and it was like best business to start as a young teenager or whatever. And mobile car detailing came up. And I was like, mobile car detailing, wow, that seems perfect. So I went and I looked at it all, saw whatever I needed to sign up or get all the equipment. And after I got all the equipment, I was like, now I got to promote. I got to promote. So then that's when I go into the copywriting campus, and I went through, did all the how to get your client. I did a lot of DIC emails, pass the HOS, all of that, did all the emails, and I sent everything out in that one day. It was just 24 hours. I think it was less. I think it was only like 10 hours. Managed to book 30 clients in. But I did a good strategy where they have the marketing to offer like a discount and whatever, and then put them all on recurring. So yeah, as of right now, I've actually um, I've actually stopped the detailing itself, me physically doing the detailing, because I realized it took up like a lot of my time. So what done now is I have a half brother, like a step brother that lives in New Zealand. And for him, he usually comes every about like once a year during Christmas holidays. So because he needs work, whatever, in New Zealand. So what I've done now is I've put him on the mobile car detailing business. So now he can stay in Australia with us. So yeah, that was a pretty big bonus. I was able to move my family member over here because of the real world. It's pretty cool. So I gave him a job, which was the business, and now I do the marketing for him. So it's like I get a passive income from it on the side now. So yeah, it's pretty
Mhm.
awesome to be honest.
Interesting. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
what got you into car detailing?
Like I said, it was the TikTok. It was literally all that. As soon as I saw that TikTok, I was like, that's it. I saw it. It was easy, low startup cost, barely cost me anything to start up. Super easy to just put myself out there as a young person on all these community pages. especially on these community pages. There's a bunch of like elderly people, so they love to help out the young kids starting off a business. And yeah, that was pretty much it. It was that TikTok, and I saw it. I was like, that's the one.
So you didn't have any prior experience with car detailing prior to watching the
Zero,
TikTok?
like zero at all. It was just like as soon as I seen it, and from learning all the skills in the campuses, I was like, yeah, this is what I got to do.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And how has that scaled for you? How much has it brought in monetarily?
So as soon as I launched, I did. So all clients were prepaid. So on that first day, it was around 3.7K. I mean, that one day, because they were all prepaid clients as well. So I did like a thing, and I also had cancellation fees. So if anyone canceled on me, they had to pay. I think I did like 15% of the original price. So I didn't lose. I just gained everything the whole day. So the first day was, yeah, like around roughly 3.7K was in that first day. And then from then on, each month was about like upwards of like 4K, I would say. But yeah, as I said,
Hmm.
now is I've passed it on to my brother, and he's doing it, and I'm just doing the marketing schemes of thing.
Hmm. And how much are you splitting with your brother when,
So with
or is
my
that
brother
something
right
you go
now,
into?
yeah. With my brother, I'm just letting him take all the money for now, because he's got like he's got a daughter, he's got a brother. So I'm mainly just doing it out of courtesy now, because I've developed a new passion, which is why I've rejoined the real world to do. I joined the AI campus and the content creation, and that's what got me back into here. And I've noticed that's what. And there's actually a big. I've got actually a big backstory over the past couple months. So I've just like I told you before we graduated, or whatever. I have three friends, or two mates. There's three of us. There's one mate that was living with me for the past 2 years because he had some family issues. So I took him in. He's been living with me for the past 2 years, and then another mate. And we've all actually moved out of our hometown, Brisbane, down to Victoria, which is where I am right now. It's just hence the setup. It's not as it's a bit, yeah. And we've moved here because I always had the thought in my head, right? Like, if I'm gonna be a mobile car detailer, like I said, I'm just gonna stay in Brisbane. I have to stay local, and I'm not really gonna expand. I wanted to get out of that home environment and kind of shift what I was used to, that lifestyle. So we moved, and I always say this as well: anyone can make money, but you need that character. You need to build like some sort of a sophisticated something about you, you know. So we all moved out, completely new lifestyle. So we're down here in Victoria, pursuing content creation. That's what we want to do mainly.
Hmm. And how's that been going? Content creation.
So far it's actually been, oh man, I love it. I've been loving it so far. I've been just trying to post like kind of like myself. I want to build my own personal brand, which is another reason why I rejoined that AI course, and this Black Pathway was to do my own brand, because that's always been a dream of mine, is to just do my own brand. I love something about that, whether that be launching my own merchandise or just whatever influencer style or just anything about myself. I really enjoy, and I've been loving it
Hmm.
so far. It's been awesome.
Right. And more specifically, what kind of insights have you learned from the content creation and AI campus?
A lot of it, especially the AI side of things, I didn't know really anything about AI. So a lot of the digital what is it, the art painting they've been doing, and DALL-E and Premiere Pro, that's been a massive one. It's just editing. It's been huge for me. So just editing my videos, learning all those techniques, that's been a really big part, because I was completely zero from all of that. So it's helped me out, and it's so easy to understand. I forgot who's the I've forgotten his name. The professor. Anyway, he's such a G in the AI.
Pope.
I just love all.
Pope.
Yeah.
Pope. Yeah. Okay. So how different is your average day now compared to before you joined the real world?
Oh man, I tell you what. I usually, so the days are every minute, every hour is planned out. Every hour is planned out. Before I joined, I was just going about my day, whatever, this and that. Ever since then, I've gone into reading a lot more, working out, designing my planning out my days a week ahead or before, whatever it is. Just a lot more organized. I feel heaps more organized because of the community. You get to talk to people. and like I said, the fitness, the before and afters, just seeing other people on the same journey as you, it kind of gets you in the right mindset. And especially at such a young age, because I only just graduated last year coming out of high school. And now I'm seeing all my friends or friends from last year, everyone's out clubbing, partying or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know how you guys can do that. You know, like there's stuff that needs to be done. There's work. You gotta do it. So yeah, it's changed. It's changed a lot. It's changed a lot.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And is there any more to add about the community within the real world then? How maybe it's motivated you, maybe people you've met there?
Yeah. The community. I've actually. It's so easy to find people, make a group chat, whether it be 2, 3, or however many people it is, and just share you guys' insights and teach each other. It's so easy to find people, which I love about it. Like just to make a simple Discord chat of like whatever you're doing, you just go in the chat, type blah blah blah. This is what I need, so and so. Instantly, you'll get a reply. Everyone always wants to jump into a group. It's just the networking is crazy. It's crazy.
Good. And what about the material within the real world? Since you've gone through 4 of the campuses, how different is it compared to what you could have found out on the internet?
This is a major one that I've noticed from the real. This is why I keep coming back. I keep coming back because it's the authenticity is what I love about it. It's so authentic. Like when I watch other people's, like it just seems so scripted. I don't know how to explain it. Just a lot of the other courses or whatever just seems a lot scripted. The professors in this, I don't know. There's no like really formal language. You don't have to. There's no like structure kind of. I would imagine there is, but it's more of like a free flow. It's so relatable. That's probably the word. It's a lot more relatable compared to other people.
Interesting. Okay. And what would you say was the biggest challenge you faced when you were implementing lessons, either from copywriting or content creation?
Biggest challenges, honestly, was probably just consistency. Was just being able to just keep doing it when you don't want to do it. You just some days you wake up and you're just like, oh, but you just got to get it done. And yeah, that's mainly it, is consistency. That's what's built. I've noticed since being in the real world is my ability to keep doing something over and over and over again, which I never really had in school. Wasn't really the best in school. I could get through it. I passed, whatever, but wasn't really too consistent in doing my homeworks or studying or whatever. But I've developed that habit ever since being in it because it's forced you. And the way that the lessons are planned out, day 1, day 2, it's so simple to follow. So it keeps you in a nice rhythm. So yeah.
It's interesting how that works because you're in a school structure or corporate structure, you're just a cog in the machine, it feels like. So there's not much purpose in the work you
That's
do.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it
Whereas
feels
here,
like you're
you're
making
building
progress.
something of your own.
Yeah.
Pardon?
It feels like you're making real progress because it's like, oh, I
Yeah.
completed day 1, I completed day 2, completed day 3. It just goes on. And it's that simple. It just, those small wins all compound and they just keep you going.
Right. So yeah, that is a very good incentive for sure. The wins compounding, as in the lessons that you're learning, the skills, as in you're learning skills for yourself, and then you're able to monetize those skills. You're building for yourself.
Yeah, I love it.
And not
Awesome.
for someone else. So
Yeah.
And you're just 18, so
Yeah,
there's so much.
that's 18. Everyone always says that. But I always got to reality check myself sometimes because I'm so focused on trying to get something done. I'm like, just like, I know it's like, there's like, you got to have that boom, that go effect. But I don't know. I've learned to more like live in the moment now. I'm liking it.
Okay. Live in the moment, huh? Did you watch the interview with Andrew Tate and the psychologist, part 2?
Oh, wait, psychologist. Which one was that?
Whatever you call it. David,
The one.
his name's David something. It was very recent, just a few weeks ago.
Honestly, I'm not
bell?
I've been very blind to the world probably the past month or 2 because ever since being down here.
The reason I ask is because they talked about being present and being in the moment. So we could have spoken a bit more on that, but it's fine.
I'll tell you a big thing that I've learned from Andrew Tate, which is is it's just being conscious. That is one of the biggest lessons I've ever taken away from him is being conscious. Being conscious about what you're doing, the time you're spending it on, what you're actually doing and the time you're spending it on. That has been a major role. Is just being conscious about everything you're doing, what you're saying, what you're eating, just who you're spending your time with. That is the number one takeaway I can take away from Andrew Tate, is definitely just being conscious, just everything you're doing and knowing what you're doing. Because a lot of people just walk through life, I ended up here, or people just don't even know what they're doing some days. That's why I've become a lot, is just conscious. That's a key takeaway.
Okay, very nice. So since you're on this trajectory, where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, and long term?
Yeah, so this is I've actually, so our plan so far, right? As I told you, we got my two mates and me. So there's a group of three of us. So right now, as we're down here in Victoria, we're all working on a dairy farm. It's actually all doing dairy farming right now, because I said to them, I was like, we got to build some sort of discipline, because anyone can make money, anyone can do all this, but you got to have that character survive. So I was like, we got to do some hard work before we do anything, because I don't want to. I see a lot of people online, and like I'm just looking at them. I'm like, can you really do like real hard work? So I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. So I was like, we're gonna put ourselves through some crap for like 4 months or so. But in the meantime, while we're doing it as well, is our plan for next year. We want to move to Thailand. So that's where we're going to start our big content create. We want to lease out a place there for about 3-4 months. And then that's when we're going to really start pumping that's where I personally want to start pumping my influencer type fitness, or that's where I want to do a lot of my content. I want to start doing live streams, like all of that. So that's the goal so far. So we're going to work down here, save up a pocket of cash or whatever it is, and then move to a completely different country, 3 18-year-olds. And yeah, I like the idea. I like the idea behind it. It's pretty cool.
All right. That should be super cool. And then 3 of you as well living together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In Thailand, it's a place where you can network with a lot of people. It's super cheap living expenses. So it's just all around. It seems like just they're in the option to me. Yeah.
Very solid. It's just for some people that's maybe scared or anxious of taking that step. So, I mean, if you can just get over that, then
that's all it is. It's just being able to conquer it.
Very cool. So I'm happy to wrap up there. I believe that was most of my questions for you. So to end off, for people who are unsure about joining the real world because they think it could be a scam for the $50, what advice would you have for them?
I'm telling you, the price is, oh my God, the price for the value, it's pretty much a free meal. It's a free meal. Like, honestly, ask me. Like, you go in, you learn so much. Say you don't even make money. Honestly, like, besides the money part, the knowledge and just the person you become just from the community in there. And like I'm always been saying, that fitness page is blowing my mind. There's no other community out there I see where they're teaching money and they have a fitness community and all that is so interactive and just so motivating to everyone. So, like, if you're not in it, what are you doing? honestly, what are you doing? That's
okay. So thank you for the answer.
Yeah,
awesome. And for people who want to find out more about you or contact you, why can they do so?
So yeah, my handles on all social media is hard yakka macca. That is hard. that's it's hard yakka macca. I don't know. The spelling's a bit weird. The yakka is like YAKKA, and then MACCA. So yeah, that's the handles on all social. So yeah.
Okay, we'll add those to the description of the video. And yeah, Marcus, I look forward to doing a follow-up with you at some point to see how you're progressing, how everything's going for you. What's the timeline for moving to Thailand? When are you planning that?
So I want to do it next year. So the plan is we're going to stint it out here till about December the 20th. And then we want to go back, see family, spend Christmas with family. And then, then from the new year, it's like the new year goal kind of thing.
Okay. So I'll have to hold you accountable to that.
Yes, please do. Hold me.
From Thailand, from you being in Thailand.
That'll be awesome, eh? If the next one's I'm in Thailand, that'll be cool.
All right, perfect. So yeah, Marcus, look forward to next time and all the best to you.
Thank you so much, man.